I don't know where to put my screen. There, or there. I don't know. It's your boy Worm. Min Stars, the Circus Podcast. Hope you guys are doing good. We don't have King with us. The King, that's crazy.
Never gonna glaze another man like that. Could only be you.
That's mad glazing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, so it'll be us two today. But you know, hope you've enjoyed the content. I'm gonna copy something from a YouTuber I watch called Tav.
So you make.
If you're feeling about subscribing, wait until the end of the video.
Subscribe now. What are you talking about? Put the money in the bank.
You know, we're gonna earn your subscription. Fuck,
put the money in the bank.
Watch the video.
I watch that too.
Retention.
While you're cooking anything, it's a podcast.
Anyway, you know, like, comment, let us know what you want us to talk about, and then yeah, let's get straight into it. Ninsta, you said you had topics.
A couple of talking segments. All right, let's start with this one. A story that's been like circulating a little bit in the internet space. All right. Imagine, you're a married man.
Okay.
You got a wife and a
yeah?
kid. You're working hard. You're there in a different country to you. Let's say, like, I don't know, they're in France. And as a provider, as a guy, in general, stereotypically, you're sending money back to them so they live the comfy life. So you're working, say, for example, in the UK, and you're sending money back to them. Hard-earned cash.
Okay, yeah.
You're living in a one bed, little one room in a basement type shit, right? Now, you're sending this money for time. You racked up hell of bread, sent it back home to your wife and kids for time. Now, the story goes, the wife is watching a Twitch stream. She's liking this Twitch streamer. You end up sending a grand total of 90K in total to your wife of all the hard-earned time money that you spent. And you're living frugally. Your wife donates the whole 90K to a Twitch streamer. That's your life savings. She even goes ahead and donates, like, takes out loans, putting you, like, the loans and debts, sending it to this Twitch streamer. What you doing? It's a real story. This actually happened.
Yeah, I've heard crazy shit like that happen before.
Well, I forget, bro.
Divorce immediately. Obviously, divorce immediately. You can keep them little stink ass little shits, kids.
You're gonna abandon
they're
the
not
kids?
my kids no more.
Okay.
Because you said for time as well. 90 grand for a normal person takes a long time to accrue.
Exactly,
kind of
and that'll be your salary. Say for example.
So she's probably fed mad hate into the kid's soul already about you.
You think?
Because honestly, the fact that she's willingly taking the money and said nothing about what she's doing with it, and you're providing for her, and then you find out the money's gone to a whatless streamer, I'll be honest, the divorce will be so quick. I don't care what she takes from me, as long as you don't exist in my life at that point, because cheating is one thing, right? But finance does not come back. People love to say, oh, money comes back. 90 grand for a normal person, because a lot of you man on the internet, 90 grand on a chain, you don't understand money. You've never worked a day in your life.
Because you're smarter than that, you know?
But bro, a lot of people ain't never worked, so they had 90 grand, and because they see all these rappers and all these celebrities rocking around with money, they're like, brother, that is a shit ton of money to save, to be able to save. So, I mean, no, man, like, that was me. Not only am I airing your shit out in public on Twitter, on TikTok, I don't even fuck with that kind of shit when I see it on TikTok, but I'd personally air it out. Part 1 to 100, so that everyone knows, embarrass you. And I would post it everywhere. I'd make a Snapchat premium account. I got TikTok.
I'd do
shorts on YouTube. Whole shebang. I would be like, yo, let me get on all these podcasts. Let me get on the BBC. Let me fly a plane to America and chat your shit,
Yeah.
bro. You'll be put on blast. Not only that, but I'm telling you, like, if you work somewhere or whatnot, I'm telling them as well. Telling your whole
You're
family.
ruining this wife.
Everyone's finding out. I'm ruining your life.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh yeah, hope my wife's good. And she's like, oh, I need money. And you're in your head, you're thinking, oh, I've already sent her money, but okay.
Yeah.
Not knowing that all the
It's
money's
one day
gone.
you come home and then you're like, yo, let me check this account real quick. Your wife's like, nah.
Waxed.
And then you're applying a bit of pressure. Where's the money? No. Like, it's fine. I got it. She comes clean. I donated all to a mail streamer. This is
You know that
this is the reverse insult room.
you know what you have to do? You have to, like, if it's your house as well, yeah? You have to sternly say to her, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
For 2 hours. When I come back, you need to take everything you can in the next 2 hours and not be in the house before I get back. Go to your sisters, go to your moms, I don't care. Take your kids with you. Anything left in the house that is yours is going to be burnt. You're going to have a paper to sign outside the door for a divorce, and that's it. And just leave. Leave for a day, leave it for forever.
All the memories mean nothing. All that side.
Nothing.
For a better
bro,
cheddar.
Because that right there, that is worse than cheating 100 times.
That is cheating, technically. She sent it to a male Twitter streamer as well. That is a parasocial relationship.
Like, because for me, at that point, I don't even care if it's a male Twitch streamer, like a family. It doesn't matter. Because I'm like, you've ruined our lives collectively.
Yeah.
We could have been saving that for a mortgage, for the kids' uni. We don't know.
Wait.
You've waxed
so
that
say
off.
She donated it like to a family member who needed like medical treatment.
No. What? She didn't consult. So she could have been like, oh, it's 90 grand, and been like, oh, I'll give 45K and then let's ask the rest of the family members.
Me.
No, she said, oh, I hope you don't mind. I gave everything in my savings. And you're like, so you didn't think to come to me?
Yeah.
They could have taken a loan out. And you're coming to me telling you you've made a decision on my money. No, you don't do that.
This is our family. I thought
this is our money, our family. And then it's like, okay, cool. What are we going to do now?
We do it again.
It's like she's not working. This is not we. This is me. Especially if you're like, I don't know, if you're not like, if you're making decent money, but it's obviously 90K is still a lot to save. Yeah, so it's like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah. Now all your plans are out the window. All of them out the window. Because you have to genuinely start from like square one. No savings, car breaks down. Now you're thinking, fuck.
Yeah, everything.
I've got nothing to reach into. I've got no like backlog to reach into. No, bro. Honestly, I think that is the worst thing you can do in a relationship.
You think? Okay.
Yeah, it's worse.
I'd like to pose a little side question to that. Who do you think's at fault?
Okay.
Do you think it's because technically she donated to a Twitch streamer, so clearly there's some form of parasocial relationship forming, a need for attention here, there, right, there. Do you think the husband is at fault here in this scenario because he wasn't attending? So can you? Obviously you're putting blame on a woman, but now it's not 100% split, is it?
No. In terms of split, I would say it's 90% the woman, yeah? And then, because it's like, even if you don't like your husband, he doesn't give me attention, yeah? There's no reason to reach into a man's pockets and take his money, essentially, right?
And then
it's like you could not like someone.
It's the family. It's not, you're thinking
it is a family. It is a family.
It's a family. Like, she's not working.
For me, it's like, so she's not working. That's cool. But then it's like, what you've done doesn't even, it's not like you've got your own place or you put a mortgage down for your own place to move out with the kid. Or you said I've used 90 grand to get the kid a uni scholarship or whatnot. You haven't done any of that. You've gone to a random streamer and given them
Yeah.
money. Where it's like you've
You
done
watched them for
nothing to
time.
like, even if you hated me, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't. It's regardless. Still, if it's just a random streamer that you've just watched, you're no different from the millions of other man them we're
But now
watching.
with this money,
So
you
you sending
stand out,
him.
baby.
Yeah, but then it's like, no, I think that's her fault. 95%. Because it's like,
And you
cool,
blame her though, because the guy wasn't
you.
in attendance. It's basically you can equate it to cheating again.
I'd say there's 10%. Yeah, no, there's this 10% attendance where it's like, you show up, right? But at the same time, bro, there's people who show up for their partners and still get cheated on.
So there we
So
go.
that's why I'm like, I say 10% because I don't think it's like you, even though you're slightly in the wrong for not showing up because you need to make effort to be there for your partner, it doesn't excuse the 10% of you not showing up, doesn't excuse the 90% of them deciding to not even leave you, because they could left you and be like, I fuck with this streamer and said something. But no, they decided that instead of me leaving you, I'm gonna ruin this whole thing we
Do you
got
think
here.
those two were in the same like bracket though? Because leaving you is like, okay, cool. Like, I don't think the decisions are the same decision, if that makes sense.
I think it's vindictive
But
because
there's
it's
no
like,
malice
you
intent.
know that if you, but no, I think it is because you know, as a grown person, if I leave this man, what's gonna happen? He's gonna take all that money. Where am I gonna get the money from? If we leave amicably,
But she
I
gave it
get
away.
nothing.
It's not like she gained.
That's what I'm saying though. No, but that's what I'm saying though. Like if she just decided to, let's say none of that happened and she just left him, she's not getting that 90K.
Yeah.
But she knows that if she leaves, she's not getting a 90K. So you know what? I'll stay with him, give that 90K that's not mine to this man. And then hopefully after the whole argument cools down and he gets over being mad, hopefully we can still be together and I still get the siphon of money. Because this random man is not going to give her no money. He's going to be like, you're my number one fan, but he's not going to start like supporting her. It's this random nigga. So it's like, if he leaves her, now she's like, oh, now I have to find somewhere else to get money from. So, and that's a long process because then you have to find a guy who likes you enough that he wants to pay you. Just, he wants to support you. You've got a kid as well. That's
Still
another
think
thing.
if the
If
guy,
you've got a kid,
it's a bit more than 10% for the guy's fault. Because if he attended, if he was there, if he was making monthly visits,
20, it's not 50-50. It's not 50-50. That's ridiculous, right? You cannot say it's 50-50, bro.
oh, okay, let's run with the stereotype hypothetically. Let's run with the stereotype that
Okay.
women need emotional attention in a relationship. More like that's what sustains them in a relationship. The emotional aspect. So the being there, the day to day, the routine, the caring of each other, the being there for each other, right? If he provides none of that, could you blame him for acting reckless? Considering this is a marriage.
So, I've got two sides to this coin. Right? I was speaking to my mom. Shout out to my mom about this, right? If you almost can't ever have your cake and eat it too. And I say that because it's like, if you want a man who is there for you 24/7, you either have two things. You have a man who is tired all the time because he's always there for you. You know, three things. Man is tired all the time because he's working and he's there for you. He cannot do anything else. He doesn't see his friends. He's there for you. He goes to work. He comes back, right? Or you have a man who provides everything for you, but he's too busy working. Why? Because he needs to keep up the life you want. So you want Birkin bag, Chanel, this, that, Dior. You want nice house, nice car. Oh, babe, I've got to go to Philippines for a business meeting. Why? Because he's making money. So he's got to go missing for a week, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks. Got to go here. He comes back, sees you. He chills with you for a bit. Oh, I've got a meeting here. Because he needs to keep up your lifestyle. If he decides to stop working, the lifestyle's gone. So now you're going to complain about that. So that's where the have your cake and eat it too. Then there's the broke guy who's got bad time for you because he's done doing nothing. But then you're mad because he can't provide you anything. So it's like the only in between is finding a guy who's already 50, already retired, who's got all the money, and then that's
all the
different.
time, yeah.
Yeah, because now he's got the time. But you have to remember that guy who's now retired, there was a point where he was working like the guy who was flying to different countries and he couldn't spend time with you. And it's like, as a woman, you have to decide, am I cool with that? If you get with a guy who's got loads of money, oh my God, that's so gas. Oh, look at this guy, he bought me this. And then he's like, yo, babe, I've got to go to a meeting. You can't be mad at that because if you're happy that he's providing you with something, then how is he meant to do that realistically? Unless you're going to say to him, babe, you need to make sure these meetings are remote. And you're like, no, the guy in Saudi Arabia needs to see me.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Bro, there's a will, there's a way. But then it's like, cool, I've got a face-to-face meeting with my man in Dubai. That's how I make the money to put food on the plate for you. I can't say to him, by the way, my wife, who is a nobody, essentially.
That's like cuss out, bro. It's your other half, bro. The wing.
No, but
the wind beneath your wings,
no, but to him. No. I'm saying it to me and this random guy we're having a meeting with, and he's talking about trying to shift $1 billion worth of oil somewhere, let's say, yeah, or whatever you're doing, defense company, whatever. You're bringing a third party name that he's never heard, and in his head, he's like, who the fuck is this person? Oh, Stephanie said that she wants to do it remotely. Who's Stephanie? Is she in a group? Is she a part of the team? No, it's my wife. And he's looking at you like, number one, why are you talking about personal shit? Number two, this meeting's been booked for the last 3 months. We need to have a sit down and talk to the president of Shell, this person, Matt Man, and you're telling me you want to fucking remotely. And now you've got your
job's online.
The CEO coming down on you. Your fucking job's online. Because did you seriously just tell the president of Shell that your wife wants it fucking remote? Oh yeah, but no. You know how long we've been trying to get this meeting?
See me afterwards.
And now they're like, yo, shaft this man out. Put him on administrative leave. Let's think about what we're gonna do with him. Because this is fucking ridiculous. Now you're ruining everyone's plan. Because it's not just man at the top, it trickles down to everyone else. This whole business opportunity ruined because you want your fucking... And that's what they're going to say in private. Your bitch wife. Nobody cares about her. She is not a part of this circle, not a part of this company. She is really
gorgeous to me.
And you're going to lose your job. And now you've lost your job. Now you're going to go home and what you're going to say to your wife? Oh, man. Lost my job. And now she's not thinking, oh, you lost your job. She's thinking, he can't buy me any things anymore. So, oh yeah, she's got free time with you, but now you've got no money. Now you've got no job. And how long that's going to last. Broke. And now she's not, and now you've got the time to spend with her, but then the money's going to start filtering out. You're going to have to get a smaller house.
That's actually have to pick one of
your name is completely tarnished. And then now again, I'm not saying that you can't build yourself up, get to a point you're making money and be working 1 to 2 days a week. But that takes a decent amount of work to get to that point. I'm not going to be those guys that be like, you have to be blood, sweat and tears to make money. Because no, you can be smart about how you navigate and still make money. But I will say for me, like the one thing that I think is a killer is, you chose her at the end of the day. So if she's a wife and you see...
Yeah, you can't really blame him. Like, bro, he was like, okay, cool, this agreement's like, yeah, I'm going to work here, blah, blah, blah. He was like, oh, and you're going to look after the kid. Perfect. Wind beneath my sails. Da, da, da. Happy life,
but
happy
I think, do you think that a lot of these relationships are a shit? Because I'll say it straight up. A lot of niggas lie. A lot of niggas lie about what they want. Like someone says, what's that saying? Oh, everyone wants a crazy woman till they find a crazy woman. Now, everyone wants a busy man. Oh, I love a man who works, who's busy, who, wears a uniform and all that bullshit. Until you work with a fireman and he works 17 hours a day and he's on call and he hears a sound and he has to get up and leave the house. It's all sexy to see it on TV. Oh, the fireman wears a strap and oh yeah, that's all so cool. That's so oh, I want to be with a man like that. And he works 90-hour weeks, tired as fuck when he gets home. That 30-kilogram thing he's wearing, he gets home, drops it on the floor and hits the bed. He's dead. All of a sudden, that's not so sexy. Because it's cute from this side. But as soon as you get to that side, you realize, oh, it comes with baggage. It comes with everything else. And that's what I think it is that people have this this Cinderella fucking Disney World view on what they want. And it's like, no, do you really want a crazy lady who might stab you in your sleep? Oh my God, if she stabs me, it's all cool. No, bro, she stabs you and now you can't feel your legs. And now she's saying sorry to you. And now you're broke, paralyzed. But I wanted a crazy woman. You didn't. You saw 2 episodes of Riverdale and saw
Riverdale was a wild drop.
No, but you saw someone in goth makeup or goth aesthetic and you were like, oh my God, that's so hot. I'll fix her. No, you won't. You'll be in jail. It's like no, I think people are so insincere with what they actually want.
I don't think so. I don't think it's a matter of insincerity. I think it's like most people are like
not insincere, but dumb. I think you're just dumb.
Obviously,
like, you don't.
Everyone
think
wants
it
to live their
it's
fantasy,
not thinking
like,
through.
if that makes sense. For example, as a guy, you want that woman that keeps you active, keep you on your toes, when you want that fireman to sweep you off your feet type shit. So it's not wrong to chase your dream, but then obviously aligning it with the reality and what reality's problems are.
I think it's reality, because like how many women, if you went to them right now, would say, oh, what if I said that your man was an astronaut? How many of them eyes would perk up and be like, yo, my man's an astronaut? And the first thing they think is trophy. Oh, I can say my man's an astronaut. Here, look, like this is my man. Look what my man does. But you never see him. He's on European Space Agency for 9 months. But my man's an astronaut. Yeah, but like, where is he? Because eventually she'll be like, oh, like this is why a lot of people in a lot of these hefty jobs, whereas acting, you're an astronaut, defense company, a lot of these jobs where you have to be somewhere for a while, a lot of the times you find that they get with someone within the same diaspora, because it's like, oh, if I'm an astronaut, I know if my wife's not an astronaut, she won't understand the ramifications of this, because I'll be gone for 9 months and she'll be like, but when are you back? And I'm not going to scream at her and be like, I'm going to fucking rocket. What are you talking about? She doesn't get that. She's just thinking, I miss you every day I don't see you. It's been 300 days I haven't seen my man.
Everyone else is going on dates.
Exactly.
Why can't you be an electrician?
Telling you, I
don't want your money.
Yeah, now it's fuck astronauts, because it's like, oh, I don't see him. The money comes through, but it means nothing because she doesn't see you. So you're basically a benefactor to her. You just sent her money. You're a random guy. Yeah. But then it's like when you're with someone who's in the same role and you say to her, I'm gone for 9 months, she understands. She'll be like, that's cool. And nothing will like stress her out, because she understands the role in a deeper level, which is why you see some astronauts stay astronauts.
Yeah.
Or like, I think it's not just that though, it's as how understanding are you as a person as well. Because if you're not deeply, you don't need to be deeply, but you just need to be empathetic, where it's like you can step in someone else's shoes and understand, okay, cool, this is what you do for your job. And as much as, I miss him, but he's got a job.
I think that's where you have to be like self-driven yourself, like I guess, and as a partner, where it's like,
because that's why I remember I was saying to you a few weeks ago, where some woman is like have no goals in life and like nothing that they want to do.
I think it can work, but it's just so.
And some men have that as well, so don't get at me.
I think it's so like, not that anyone has a life of like no ambition at all, because like, everyone wants to do something, if that makes sense. Even like if that something is chilling, for example. Like, but then you have to understand about like the type of partner that can facilitate that sort of like chilling lifestyle and what you're kind of
Yeah.
losing / gaining because of that lifestyle that you choose to claim, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's like if you don't have anything to do and your job is, let's say your job is not even job, but you just stay at
Yeah.
home. If you've got no kids, what do you do?
Yeah, that's why you have to be
Like, okay,
ambitious,
get
like, because
hobbies.
the whole time,
Yeah,
like,
you
you're
have
gonna be
to have.
spending time by yourself. Yeah,
Yeah, you have to have something that you're doing or a goal that you want to meet outside of
yeah,
me. Which is why it's like you need to be your own person, they need to be their own person, and you meet together, and it's like just
yeah.
two people. Not I'm doing my thing, and you're like, nah, like a leech almost. Like it sounds bad, but it's like it's generally like you're just hanging around there when I come home, and you're asking me what I do, and I'm like, what do you do today? And you watch a Netflix show? Like, yeah, I don't need your money, but like, is there anything you want to do? Like, does makeup interest you? Do you want to like, bro? You could be
Yeah,
a
but
YouTuber.
it
You
depends.
got
Like,
time.
say for example, if as a guy, if that's what you, if like obviously if you want someone who's career driven, but then the same if you're chill now, you just want someone to come to you at the end of the day, cook food on the plate, cook food on the table.
Get a cook.
No, but then obviously,
I'm
but
sorry.
then niggas that get a
Sorry.
cook. You can hire a cuddler. They got like
No, but it's like if your wife isn't an integral part of your life,
is integral to you,
and
like
it's just
in a
like,
way of comfort.
and it's just like, oh, I just want her to be like in stasis until I come home type thing. Not saying that's what you're saying, but I'm just saying like if you're one of those guys where it's like your wife don't exist until you see her kind of thing, and it's like, oh, I get home, I cuddle her, and it's like, yay, 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 and then when I go on and I don't see her, it's like, ah, fuck
Yeah,
her kind of thing. Not fuck
but it's
her,
kind
but
of
it's
at that
like,
point, like obviously she might be providing someone else like emotional support or something. Your job's stressful and you just want someone quiet, like to calm down to play puzzle with or something.
get a therapist.
Bro, could say the other way around. What do you mean?
No, sorry, yeah, no, you can say that about everything. Yeah, you can. Yeah, yeah. My point is completely
Yes,
invalid.
again.
But it's like no, but I feel like if your partner's just sitting there like basically a child in the house, staring at the door, waiting for you to come back, you'll get something done. You're like, if you got that much money and you've got cleaners in the house, so the house being clean, not just by your wife, right? Someone else is doing it. Because honestly, like I would feel really weird about my wife cleaning the house. That'd be real.
I would have felt weird. It depends. Like if it's up to
Not
you, if you
weird,
want
but
to.
it's like if that's something that she wants
Yeah,
to
she could
do,
just be a trad wife, like a
cool.
traditional wife.
But no way, because bro, I can fucking clean the house
You're at
myself.
work, gang.
I can cook myself. No, but I know, but I'm saying like this is shit that I can do. So me being like, oh, she's at home cooking and cleaning, it's like, no. What does she want to do with her life? You're telling me she never wanted to do fucking I don't know, ballet, or she never wanted to be an astronaut herself, or engineering, or do a
Some
degree in
people are
something.
just
Like,
like the picket fence, cook, clean, bang. It's a traditional way of viewing it. It's a
it's like,
traditional
I
way of
don't
viewing
know.
it. Nowadays, like a lot of people are ambitious that like you got your own goals that like make it yourself. But some people are just like basically my little picket fence. I like my picnic goods at Sunday market on a Sunday.
Some people do. But as long as you actually want that and you don't start being an Aisha Curry,
Yeah, like then that's where the most important aspect
that's this is
where
and that right there is exactly where I say the communication in the first 2-3 years you're with someone is so fucking integral of you drilling in their heads. What do you want to do? Because I want to do this. Here's my goals.
I think it's
What do
so.
you want
I
to
think
do?
it'd be the
And if
whole
they
time,
say
gang. Well
no, but
beyond
obviously
like
I think every year, every month needs to be a not sit down, but you need to make sure you're on track. You guys are on track. It's like you're driving a car and the car turns and it's like turns and it's like
that's
you need to
rotating
make sure where are we going?
Yeah.
Because you need to make sure where is he going, where am I going? Because you can't be like cool, because you could be doing this and you don't
Never
know,
checked in.
and then you find out 10 years down, 10 years down the line because you've never
Yeah.
checked in because it was just a passing thing that you guys said. Now all of a sudden, oh, but I never wanted this. Oh, but no, because you guys never sat down, checked in, or like once every 2 months or 3 months said, cool, so I'm doing this, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm heading for. And she's like, yeah, I was doing this, I'm working on that, yada, yada. And you just keep the communication. And I think that communication is what a lot of people don't do. It's difficult to do, well, for some people. And it's like, it ends up with you miscommunicating things and then just being like, oh, she's not showing up. Why isn't she
Mm,
showing up? What is she doing outside of that? Is she tired from
mm,
work? Cool. Is he tired? Like this and that. It's bro. It's so much. And you know what the crazy thing is? Is that if you don't do it from the
mm.
beginning, the bullshit piles up so fast. You need wings to stay. It's a quote from a movie. It's a quote from a movie. No, but legit, like the bullshit
Yeah.
piles up crazy fast. It starts off with small things, and then
It'll be like,
eventually that small thing
yo,
escalates
why is
into
your
a
socks out? What do you mean? It's just socks. Like,
yeah,
we could put it away. No, it's not just the socks. And now you're
yeah.
having a bad argument. This isn't it.
Like someone said, like these mad arguments you get into, they have nothing to do with them
Yeah.
socks. It's the small things that she saw that she never said nothing about and ignored. You came home, you didn't say how you doing and give her a kiss. You just came home and sat down. She didn't say nothing. She could have, but that's the thing. You can immediately come home and say nothing. You can say to your partner, "Yeah, that's crazy. You didn't greet me," and you get it done and dusted right
Is
then
that
and
something
there.
you need to be asking for the gang?
Exactly. But where did that stem from? Because we can roll it back and be like, "How long has he been doing this for?" Because that seems like something that's normal now. Because he knows you're
But
not
now
going to
it's whose
react to it.
responsibility is it to be calling up this shit?
Whose responsibility? Yeah.
Like, say for example,
And then
actually,
why is
that
he?
like, say for example, cool. I come yard, you like, hey wife, I don't know, hey Sarah, come to the yard, sit, chill on the
Yeah.
couch, no kiss on the cheek. Say for example, that always at the door kissing me type shit. Takes my jacket outside. This time gets my jacket, bang, I sit on the couch.
Immediately G check it. Immediately G check
But as
it.
a wife, she check it.
Because if it's been happening, no, because if she's been doing it, let's say every day, right? Every day. And this is the one day she doesn't do it, G check it. Obviously, in a nice way, obviously, yeah, I chill. But I'm saying, like, just ask her, be like, yo, what's up? You
Wait, no,
good?
no, no, no.
And then if she says,
I'm gonna be
no,
a
I'm
toxic
good,
one here. Nah, if they could, bro, if they wanted to, they would. What do you mean,
nah.
nah?
Okay, so why can't you ask them then?
Because that now it seems forced.
No, because they might have had a shit day.
I might have had a shit day.
And
What do you mean? And is your feelings more
you
important than
can't
mine?
so you can't both have a shit day and sit down there and one of you, because as someone said, a relationship's on 50-50. It's 60-10, it's
So what
46,
happens when
it's
we're both at
60-40,
40-40?
it's 10-90. It depends. It depends on the day, because as someone said, you could have 90 one day, she has
But
10.
then is it my
She
responsibility?
has 90 one day,
But is it
you
my
have 10.
responsibility as a woman to be like, yo,
Together forever. It don't matter. Don't matter as a
if
woman,
you
as a man, as
if
a
you wanted
person.
to, you would.
No,
No,
as a
then
person,
nah, sit
if you're
down.
down and you've had a shit day and you might not be feeling affectionate because your manager got up in your face and called you a bitch ass, you know what I mean?
And
And
then you're
now
gonna
you
come
go
bring
to
that
work home,
attitude and reflect it on me, bro.
bro, because you're
See,
feeling
you're
down.
bringing your work problems to the yard.
Yeah,
What do you
because
mean?
shit
Yeah.
happens.
When you enter that door,
Bro, sometimes shit, bro,
you're not Mr. Web,
sometimes,
bro.
sometimes shit happens. Sometimes shit happens. And you might be so depressed. You come home, you're like, yo, I had a third disciplinary, and you're sitting down, and your man comes in the house, and he's like, hey, and then you're like, hey,
Wait,
and
is
you
this a
just sit
two-man
there,
relationship?
cause no, bro, like this is a woman, and the man comes in the house, and he's like, hey, and she's like, oh, and you're like, oh, weird, she's not her jovial self, and it's your job to see that she's down
Wait,
and
who
to
went
be
to work?
like,
What are you talking
I've
about?
had a tired day. He went to work.
She,
She finished work a
oh,
few
she
hours
works as
ago.
well.
You're coming back late. Yeah, she works as well. And you're
What if we
both
both had
tired. So you
so
both sit
what if
down
I
there.
had a shit day at work?
Bro, you both had a shit day. You both sit down there. You put some background music, put some background TV on. You sit down, you slump in a chair together. You're just like, you vent. You like, oh, no, 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 no. You vent. She vents. You get it off your chest. You sit down and cuddle. Done.
Well, what
You
happened
know
to
what I
greeting at
mean?
the door?
You've had a shit day. You're like, And then
Okay,
after the event,
so
you can
now,
be like,
okay, we've done this for the past 2 years. Now we've
and then you could say to her, you're used to her greeting her at the door. She's like, yo, sorry, I was just
okay,
in
so
such a
now we've
state
dropped it.
today.
Now it's okay. We've got an excuse for it today. That's gonna continue in the next 2 weeks. It's gonna come back again, and then now that's cancelled. That you might as well rub it out of the script now. We've lost that romantic interest. You're cooked. We're cooked. We're breaking up in 3 years.
You know what? That's
How
the
it
thing
starts.
where it's like, that's how it. No, it is. I agree. That is how
you've
it
wiped
starts
that one thing
because
off
it's
the desk.
like,
That's romantic.
if things, and that must have built up from somewhere.
No, it literally built up. But
That's the thing.
You
It must have
stopped greeting me at the door.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that you stop greeting me must have come from something, which is why, as we said earlier, there has to be a check-in consistently for the whole relationship. The communication has to be key. The whole relationship. It can't just be the first 3 months honeymoon period. No, the whole relationship needs to be like that. Checkups, 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 checkups. It's like, as people say, you don't get a checkup, you get one, and it's like, oh, it's all good. And then you miss the next 4, and then you go back, and all of a sudden it's like, you need to get that removed, that removed. It's like, what happened? Bro, you don't fucking come here. What are we talking
Preface
about?
this. You're 2 grown adults.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
If you have something on your chest, say it. Why do we need a
100.
checkup?
Do you know what it is, though? Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
It might be. So here's the thing. You get with a partner, and let's say you've been communicating nicely, yeah? It's been all cool. But let's say her work, she's dealing with a manager who, a lot of managers are like this. They have you in a state of, you ask any questions, now they're in a meeting saying, just to let everyone know, if someone I don't know, deletes one of the dynamic rules, just make sure that you put it into the group chat so everyone can see. Mind you, they're subliminally talking about you. But you've got one of those managers who now he needs to do a one-to-one with you real quick. Let's do a catch-up and talk about the bullshit you did for no reason. And on top of that, let's talk about it anonymously during the group call. And let's say you have one of them kind of people that you're working for, and maybe it's gotten to you a bit of your head where you're like, you don't like to tell things now when you're at work, and it might seep slightly into when you're at home. So maybe you go home, your partner's like, what's happening? You're like, oh, it's cool. And then they have to ask a second time, and you're like, I'm sorry, I was just, my brain was in work mode, I had a fuck day. And maybe because at the end of the day, you might not spend as much time with them because they're at work, you're at work or whatnot. But the people you work with makes a difference because they can influence how you feel as well. So maybe that could happen a day or two or whatnot. You've got a shit manager and you're like, I'm trying to leave this job or whatnot. So that could affect how you feel on a day towards your partner because you're not in a mood now because them just came in, dropped 9 piles of shit on your table and said, like, my sister was telling me about a guy from work and how he was being like a mad dick and said, as you did not ask another question in the last email. And it's like, shit like that will make me be like, yo, where are you?
Yeah, bro, I had
like, where are you? Yeah, because, bro, my manager said like 1 or 2 things. And I said to him, am I stupid? Because it fucked with me. And I'm like, nah, you're not going to ruin my day.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to go home and be vexed. Because the managers love to, at the end of the day, they'll book like a random meeting the following day. So now your anxiety's up because now, I've got to sit in a meeting with this guy 1-to-1. And shit like that, bro, fuck up your week, fuck up your day. And it's difficult to not make it do that. It's very difficult to, zen. Okay, cool. I'm not going to make this ruin my day. It's just a random guy. I don't care. That's very difficult to do, especially if it's every day. So yeah, I do think it plays a part if you're having something with your partner where it's like, you feel like, she's been a bit closed off. And maybe she's done, and sometimes it could be a case of people don't like talking about it and you like give her time, you cook, do your food, you're eating, and then she's like, now she feels comfortable. Her brain's out of the work clock, and now it's like,
but you're putting onus on your partner to be doing all this, bro. You should be running, gang.
No, but I do feel like it's like, not that the partner needs to do it, you need to do it as well. But it's like, if you've had a better day than your partner, then you should comfort her. But at the same time, if she's had a better day with like a better day than you, she should go to you and be like, "Yeah, what's up? Sit
And
with
that's
me."
one point where I
And
may
I feel like
disagree
if
with
you
you there.
both, I think if you both have a communication with that, cool. Because obviously your job is to deal with your
But
own mental. You need to
I
deal with your own
hear that,
mental.
but then the part where I
But yeah,
disagree with is now this
talk to
becomes
me.
a
Mm.
little battle of if I've had a bad day and you've had a bad day, who's talking?
We just sit down,
See,
man.
and now
We
both of
do
your
nothing.
side because you both had bad days. See, this is why I think it's a little. This is why I think, like, I agree with the 60-40 rule, but then I don't agree with it fully
Yeah,
because that always assumes the other person's got it. If that makes sense.
I do know what you mean. Where it's like, oh, if I don't have it, I have to rely
Yeah,
on them now.
but then and that it creates a sort
Yeah.
of dynamic where it's like it may or may not create a competitive edge with, okay, I've had it the past 5 times. When the hell is this bitch gonna have it?
When
It creates a
yes,
slight
I see that. I see
tension.
that.
This is why
I guess
kind of
a strong mental fortitude. You
this
need
is
to
where
gain that. You
I
need to
kind of
gain that.
like
Then yeah.
this is where my flow is more like, regardless of how your day's gone, I don't care if you've had a terrible day at work. We're still doing
You got to show up for your
we're
partner.
still doing greetings
Yeah.
at the door. We're cooking the food. It might be a bit
Yeah.
difficult, yeah, but then it's there's no ego, there's no competitive nature for it. We know we've
Mm,
got each other. It's
mm.
one team. Like, I've had a bad day.
Same
There
team.
we
Same
go.
team.
Like,
Yeah.
I've had a
Same
bad day.
team.
You've had a bad day. We're still cooking this cooked food. Does that make
Mm.
sense? We're still doing
Yeah.
the little
Yeah.
romantic. We're still at the door.
Like we're still doing the little things, and I do feel like yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly because it's like if you do that, then your mood will go up anyway because you're doing things with each other, regardless of how the day's been. And by the time you're finished, it's like, you know what? Like you're in a better mood
I
now.
guess that's where it's like,
And if you genuinely love your partner, that will
I
work
think,
because it will be like, regardless of the day you come in, you'll be like, my safe space. It's like the timeout. It's a timeout space. It's like, yo, everything's
yeah.
blessed here.
But I think another aspect is also not waiting for a question to be asked to them, if that makes sense. Like, not waiting,
It's like being open
yeah,
enough
be
to,
like, yo, I've had a bad day. Not waiting for your partner because your partner might not ask me forget. Da, da, da. So don't assume.
I think
Obviously,
also, yeah,
like,
I,
in a sense, okay, cool.
mm,
Then okay, I've had a bad day. Obviously, don't introduce the whole shebang in one paragraph because what if your partner's had a bad day too? Like, my day ain't
yeah,
great.
yeah.
And then your partner could respond, for example, my day ain't great too. Or like, let me hear about your day or something. And you see how you opened up conversation
Yeah,
without putting pressure on the other person. Or like
yeah.
you say for example, your partner's like not like wants to hear about your day first, and then eventually they'll come around.
Mm,
It gets to a point where obviously it is a two team thing where it's like, okay, you are gonna have to pick up the ownership. Your partner might be like a quiet one, and you'll end up finding a dynamic
mm.
within yourselves, which is like, okay, cool. He's the talking. He's the one that sits on the couch and says, "I had a shit day first," if that makes sense. You might find that comfortably, like, and
Yeah,
your partner's like, okay, cool, let's go through this, that, and then she'll then ask you if that makes sense. Or then sometimes
yeah.
it's a mix and match. I think it's so
It's a
like
mixed bag.
personal.
Yeah,
It's like you
I think you have to build the environment where it feels like a safe space
yeah.
to talk because, and that's because that is a very it's a very particular thing where you have to make sure that you've built the environment that they can come in and be like, fuck, shit day, man. And you're like, yo, what's up? It's like there is no like, oh, but if I say this, he's going to use it against me. You have to make sure that throughout the time you've built that
Build that
environment,
environment.
that you or your partner can come in and just vent and it's fine, it's good. And they're just sitting there with a cup of tea listening to you and they're like, cool. And it's like you vent and they're like, what about your day? You're like,
Yeah,
no,
and even
and
understanding the
vice versa.
ways
Yeah.
in which your partner communicates. For example, say your partner,
Mm,
like, say when they get angry, they don't like communicating, and say for
yeah.
example the only way, I don't know, they
Mm,
only like talking through, like, I don't know, they have to write their thoughts down and tell you cohesively. They don't like rambling into air. You
yeah.
need to also have that conversation
Yeah.
of how do you like to, for example, communicate your feelings best. What puts you in the safest position, if that makes sense. this is how, like, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah,
I put my words out in the safest position per se, or like how I'd like to vent or think
yeah,
about my problems, da da da. And then also
yeah,
leave room for evolution. Say, for example, you one day, like,
yeah.
obviously, you won't be random, but like one day your partner might, say, for example, she always writes her notes down cohesively, all her thoughts. And one day she decides to
Mm,
go off the rails.
yeah,
Doesn't mean like, oh, yeah, you shut it down. This could be that, like, oh, she's finally like moving on to a new method. Always leaving that room for growth, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. Because you don't want your partner, you don't want it to feel like if you start feeling like you have to hold things back from your partner, it's messy. It's messed. It's already messed. It's like everything should genuinely be laid out on the table. It's like, oh, I feel like I want to communicate like this, and that's fine. Like, can you imagine? You're like, oh, I want to, like, I like communicating this way or whatnot. Your partner's like, no, I will only receive it if you tell me this way. And it's like, well, I'm not comfortable
Well,
doing it like that.
that's
It's
where,
like if
like,
you,
obviously the way you communicate should be established way early doors in a relationship, and the room for evolution should be
100%,
established. Like, you should
yeah,
always have in your head that my partner's going to grow, change, interact in different ways. Da,
yeah,
da, da, da.
yeah,
And then when they do, for example, go off the script, then that's your chance to learn, see what going, evaluate, like see where the
yeah.
trajectory is taking us.
And I think even further to that as well, to add to that, is that that reflects on the kids as well.
Actually, we're about to bring them in the mix.
Because because it's like if you've garnered a great, and I mean a great relationship with you and your wife, where everything's open, things are on the table, things don't need to be hidden. We can have civil conversations. It doesn't need to be a screamer contest, and it's just a peaceful environment. It's like when you come home, it's like, ah, oh, this is my peace. I can come home, take my socks off, and lay on the floor. As soon as I get into the house, it's that peaceful. Then your kids will feel that. And then your kids won't feel like they need to hide things. Oh, my dad's gonna, mom's gonna. No, they're gonna feel open with you as well. And that kind of that level of peace that you can bring into a house, it just kind of amplifies things tenfold because then it's just nice. People want to come over. You want to invite people over.
Now we're introducing the neighbors.
It's like everyone's coming, but it's like you have to make sure that is tight knit with you and your wife. Don't introduce no kids, no nothing. You and your wife, you're locked in, same team, don't matter. And that's it. And then once you're locked in, it's like, yeah. Because you know you can bring kids into this environment.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, comfort. But bro, we've been talking about this topic for 47 fucking minutes.
This has been a therapeutic one. A little, relationship session with a circus. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't even know how we started there. I don't know. We started from, what was it? Twitch stream 90k. Jesus, I mean, went down the rabbit hole of it.
Nah, this is where producers come in. This is where one of us needs to be like, yo, cut a line through it. Bang, go next. But I was like, you know what, let it run. I've been keeping it. I've been glancing at the time this whole time. I was like, yo, is this topic going to be long enough at 8 minutes? And then I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, fair.
And we changed new topic.
I saw 12 and I was like, huh?
And then I saw 26 and I was like, okay, cool. I'll wrap it. I'll say, okay, let's cut off at 30. Then we started a new segment.
It was just
exactly. Then we started a new segment. Then we got to 40. Now we're at 48. And I'm just like, you know what? So be it.
Fuck it. There's a random topic I'm gonna pick up, right? We'll end that one on a nice bow. Leave it there. Present. Christmas gift. This is a completely different. It's a funny topic, right? Not funny, it's insane. But regardless, have you seen that video of the guy standing there getting laced with a belt in his face?
I'm showing you that from Leicester.
Bro,
if you haven't seen it,
don't.
It's just it must be two like uni students or college students, whatever, in America, standing, and then it's just a video of one of them with a whole belt.
Was it Leicester? Yeah, it was Leicester.
And the guy's just, I don't know what he's done, but it must have been like a roommate or something, and he just belt to hand and lace him in his face. I props to him. He's standing there like a soldier. Bro, he's taking them shits, and his arms not even raising. He's just like,
His hands are down, and he's just getting laced in the face. And
first of all, a couple thoughts go through my head. First of all, you're getting laced like this. What a dickhead. Second of all, are you fucking used to this? Third of all,
that bro, yeah, you get beat at home.
Third of all, what the fuck can cause this shit? What? Because the guy that was beating him, it's not even a joke. Like, he wasn't even laughing around. There wasn't even like, oh yeah, there's 6 in a man around. This is, this would be, you burnt the whole account down and they've said you two are paying off the debt. Then I get why you're lacing him. The account's not bad, gang.
Then I understand,
the one thing, what do you think would be the reason he's lacing him in the face with a belt?
I've got a few and they're not nice ones.
I've got one.
I think you're reading my mind. I think you're reading my mind a little bit.
He could have done is literally fucked his mouth.
That's what I'm thinking.
Only thing.
I'm thinking it's either that. There's only other thing as like I can
genuinely can't think of anything else
that would have you standing there taking laces like that.
You stole the guy's money, like an obscene amount of money.
No, because that has a justification to it almost. You could almost argue back and forth that, like, yo, stole the money,
no.
That.
You can't.
I'm trying to think of something that has no argument for it, where it's like,
bro, if I stole my, okay,
zero?
Probably media is a little different. Say, for example, you knew someone for a little, like 2 years. Okay, say, for example, you have a workmate, and then you leave work, and you two are still friends outside of work, and you've known this nigga for 2 years, and he's still 90K off you.
Yeah.
But now it's the context is 2 uni students, which
he might have done a Diddy.
That's in the cards.
Because that was for me. I was thinking to myself, what kind of person would take them kind of licks, not respond, and what must you have done?
There has to be like internal, like
to think that it's that bad that you can't even. There's no That's why I say there's no justification to it.
You deserve this type.
You can't even go back at it. Yeah, you deserve this. It's that deep that you're just sitting there taking licks.
And
you must. Yeah, they weren't no like lit. They were like,
bear in mind, it's 2 students. Like, you could probably one could be 18, one could be 19. Like, they're that young type shit in the college dorm kitchen type. Just lazy.
He might have got a charge. He might have got a nasty charge.
He would have pressed them, yeah.
And maybe his friends pressing him like that. Maybe the man. Maybe it's on that. And we don't know. We're speculating. Stop. But no. We're speculating.
Podcast, like, you're really gonna take this opinion seriously, bro?
Yeah. But
it's a hot dog.
No, maybe it's one of them. Maybe it's one of them nasty charges where it's like, you can't get out of that type charge, and it's like, bro, you fucked up everything. Now they're all coming to investigate us. Now we're all getting our devices, and maybe it's one of them. I don't know.
Maybe
he could have blown up someone's car.
Maybe
he could have had 5 kilos.
But even then, you'll be like, you fight back. You'll be like, yo, dog, it's not that deep.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's not that deep. Yeah. Or you can be like, yo, I'll pay you back.
Fight
like,
back.
The fuck you asking me in the face for public? What, to be fair, he probably never knew he was getting recorded.
Bro, do you know how bad you have to do something for someone to sit there and not even say my bad, just to sit there and take it, head down, take it? That's why I'm like, bro, he must have. It must have been something nasty. Because if it's drugs, money, again, you're like, yo.
Like, a couple laces and I can pay it back. Like, you're still like hands up, like, in a corner, like.
You're still pushing back a little bit. But yeah, for you to just be taking them on the chin.
It could be just a quiet kid.
Because can you imagine someone did? Nah, bro. Can you imagine someone did something to like someone like autistic or something, right?
And he's just non-verbal, and he's just
Nah.
I think it's a bit too demonic.
Because if you're autistic, then you would. I'm sorry, but you're reacting. I think.
I think so. I'm not sure of all of them. So some are like, you see how there's like flight and fight response, right? I think there's 2 more. One's like freeze, and I forgot the other one. So you could have the reaction of like freeze, and then you just do nothing. like when a shocked experience happened.
Yeah, but I think for you to justify that kind of, because I'm thinking to myself, bro, I don't know. There's many thing in life that you can do for that to be
Like
justified,
that's a
unless you
humiliation
really
ritual.
did
Like
something nasty. That's humiliation, yeah. That's the type of beating that, like, not to bring some trauma into some people's minds, but that's the type of beating that your mum gives you when you fucked up badly. And it's like she's crying when she beats you. And
that's
it's
not even
like
a
you
crime.
fucked up
Like
everything.
she's not even crying when
And do
she
you know the
beats you.
beating
That's when
where
your
it's
dad.
like, you know
That's
it's
when your
deep?
dad's beating you
That's
and you
trauma
done
deep.
fucked up. Your dad's beating you and you're done fucked up.
I don't know. I feel like it's worse when your mom beats you. Because your mom don't lace handles you unless you done something.
Yeah, but then your mum won't be
unless you're
lacing you
done.
that much. Mum's always cracked. Like I haven't. Like, I don't. Have I been? Yeah, I have. But it's always been like 2-3 whips, and then like compared to my dad, it's like niche.
Yeah, yeah,
niche.
exactly.
It's like it ends in like 2 minutes, and then I decide to giggle about it, and then my
Yeah,
mom
I'm
says,
not
"You tell my
getting.
dad I'm smoke." It's like really?
I said ISO,
It's like, I'm just
rest
smoke.
in peace. That's it. Smoked. But nah, bro. Because like, as much as I'm genuinely trying to think of other things, I'm like, no,
I got the blank.
he must have diddled. He done a diddy.
That's what I'm
He must
thinking.
have done a
Either
diddy.
I killed his homeboy, but even then, he just would have got killed. Like,
Even then, yeah, because if you've gone that deep to kill your homeboy, yeah, you would have said something. You would have been like, no, yo, fuck that, innit? Like, you would have said
yeah.
something. After getting laced 1 or 3 times, you'd be like, yo,
Yeah,
get the
you'd have
fuck off
some
me,
like
bro.
toughness about you to even like to fight back if that makes sense.
Yeah, you must have gone into the deepest like hits of hell for you to genuinely be like, fuck, yeah, fuck.
No, bro, I
I
can't
deserve
imagine.
this.
I have a bit of like dog in me. Like, you're like, bro.
No, but that's what I'm
If
saying.
I
Because
watch a
we
nigga
never
go
do
shoot
nonsense
with
like
a
that.
belt, like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm like, yo, even for example, I'm not even gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna let this get clipped, gang. Even I say, even I stepped on that side of the, even if I stepped on that side of the court, I'd rather send myself to jail. Having laced like that.
The only thing I could think, I'm trying to think of my situation, what I would like if I blew someone's house up, a whole house lit up.
No, bro.
And I mean,
No,
like,
I'm going to.
someone
I'm
had like a
going jail. I'm
thermonuclear
going
grenade.
jail. Gang. Wait, take the licks or go jail. Is it like an option, or is it I'm going jail anyway?
No, it's like, I know what I'm trying to say is like, what would make you stand there and take licks?
If I'm not going
Oh,
jail.
I know.
What?
I know. Oh, I know. Oh, so there's some dark shit where it's not like okay. Diddy dark shit, but it's like the only person I would take them kind of licks from. I don't even want to I don't want to say it because it's kind of like crazy, but it's like, oh man. So have you ever heard like when people have babies, yeah?
Okay.
And they accidentally have the baby laying next to them when their baby's sleeping, and they roll over on the baby and they accidentally suffocate the baby.
What would that have to do with the guy though?
No. But hear me out. I'm just not with a guy, yeah. But like the only time I would take licks to the face like that with a belt, like aggressive ass licks, is if that happened to my baby, and then my wife came home and found out, and she just lost
that's
it.
fair because that's like.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But then these are two. This is a 19 and 18-year-old like.
No, but I'm just saying, like, what situation I would sit down there and just, wail out. You can wail out on me. Like that Hulk and the Thing comic where you're just standing there taking bangs. Like, but for a guy to wail out on me like that, I would have had to like be drunk driving and I crashed a car with one of his family members in the car.
Even
and they
then,
died
he'd probably
for me to be
smoke you.
taking tumps.
More than a belt, bro.
No, he'd probably smoke me. But would I have the gall to fight back
if you picked him out?
If I'm like, his his like sister or son or his partner or whatever dead because of me, because I wanted to be in the car.
I got survival skills,
driving
gang.
in my
I am
car.
not standing and taking licks. I don't know, bro.
I don't.
I've got
Oh,
like
bro.
hear it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe in a situation my mind might change, but right now,
That's what I'm saying, because the accountability might, bro, the pain might just sober you up where you're just getting tum, and you're sitting there like, because, bro, you imagine the scene, especially if it's straight after. Imagine straight after the scene, car crash, boom, right into a pole.
what? And he's just standing outside watching the whole thing happen.
No. He's
He
not
just
standing
reads it.
outside, but it's like car crash into a pole, and you're standing here hearing, and bro, and that's in your ear, bro. Your ears are just ringing with that, and you're just looking down at the floor, like everything over.
Imagine that.
It's
All
all
you
over.
hear:
And then,
victim one, dead.
yeah,
Dead on arrival. Time of death.
victim two, and it's just multiple people in the car, and you're standing there without a scratch on you, and they've done a sobriety test on you, and they're like, this man has 9 something over the limit or whatever it's called, and you're standing there like, bro, you've never been more sober. You've never been more sober. And the man pulls up into a car. And especially if a man's been like, yo, I told you not to drink drive, and he doesn't know they're dead. And he's like, I told you not to drink drive. What's up? And you've got no words. You're like,
bro, what was your, okay, cool. Say you're driving, this car. What would you do? Say you're driving this car. What would you do? You pull up on the guy's house.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, I crashed the car already?
Yeah, you've emmed off like
Man never gone.
his sister and his Marge.
Oh, man, what do I do? I can't lie. You're going to have to go there like a man and take licks. I'll be real. Because what are you going to do? Message?
Bro, he's finding out. Like, in my head, he's finding out in the papers, gang.
You're going to let him find out on the news?
He's going to find out in the group
Nah,
chat.
bro. It's your job. Bro, it's your job. Especially if you've been drinking. You've been drinking. And you did that.
Out there for a good time too.
Oh, man. You got a self-report.
Say, for example, it was like, okay, say, for example, you or TJ, then say the more. I have to come over. I have to. Like, that's
like, bro, because I would end up on a bridge attached to a rope somewhere, because that type of guilt, that is demons above your bed level of guilt.
Right then and there.
Yeah.
But then say it feels like, okay, guy from work, I'm learning for 2 years after work, You can find out news. Maybe.
No,
depends how close we are.
No, because you know what, for me, it'd be like, it's like, I think it'd be so disgraceful to let that happen to another man or another person, and for them to be bawling their eyes out, and they can't at least, because the least you can do, because you can't do anything to help, but the least you can do is to go to them and fess up and be like, yo, I fucked it.
Yeah, he could be when I'm in jail, and then he could do a visitation. Someone's come to see you. All right, cool.
I think you're a dirtbag if you don't go and tell him immediately. Let it come from the horse's mouth. It's like, bro, man's lost his wife and you've lost no one. You're going to lose some time in jail.
Happy accident.
You might lose your whole life in jail, but they're dead. They're not coming back. So the least he can do is get from you an honest response where it's like, your Marge and your sister or your partner and this person isn't here no more. And it's on me. Because the beating he's going to give you...
Bro, I'm doing a knockdown ginger from 300 meters
that beating that he gives you will not be as bad as the nights you laying down in bed on your own, and your brain is just running through it again and again every day for the next 10 years.
Actually, yeah, you're right. From like a self-guilt yeah, I'm going then. Because my guilt, I'll be thinking, guilt. If I tell them straight, then that'll help me. Perfect. From a selfish standpoint.
Yeah. No, I don't even know from a selfish standpoint, just to let him know and be like, I know this ain't gonna help you. I know this is not gonna help you. But maybe 10 years from now, the least you'll get out of from anything the man says is that he came straight to you and said, I fucked it. You need an apology. Like, yo, I fucked it. I fucked the whole thing, brother. Because imagine he's sitting there in the courtroom and he's like, you couldn't even fucking tell me. I had to find out from the news 2 days later. And you're going to be sitting there, be like, where do you hide? You can't hide. You got demons waiting for you in that jail cell. You cannot hide, bro. So it's like, maybe it's for your own self, for your own guilt. Yeah, maybe it is. But I mean, it means so. It's like when like people murder someone's kid and they're like, yo, my kid is dead, man. Just fucking tell me why you did, or fucking tell me where they are. Tell me where their body is so I can lay them to rest. And the person doesn't want to tell them. I'm like, yo, kill this. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, you did the crime. The least you can do. You're going to spend the rest of your day in jail. Or you're going to spend a significant amount of your life in jail. Let this person who isn't in jail rest the body. Let them see the body. I think for me, that's worse than the crime itself. Where it's like, you have nothing to lose. You're going to be in a box for the rest of your life. And you're still being a little bit of a bitch and like, no, I'm not going to tell you where their body is.
Yeah, walk out with your head held
It's
high.
like,
You do the crime, own it.
Yeah, it's
If
like,
you're going to be a menace, be a full menace at us. What the hell? Selling yourself
You're going to hold that.
Make a name right, yeah.
You're going to hold that.
Yeah, I killed your friend.
There.
I know you're not finding it. Or am I? Find out in the next episode.
CIA in the next episode.
Way to wrap out DD in a bow, yeah? Beautiful, though.
You know? So, no anime this week. We've just talking about hard topics, relationships, and hard men.
Head-ass.
Oh, Modulo. I know that there's been a thing going on with Modulo.
Well, that's the topic for next week.
I need to read it.
Uploads every Friday. Next week. You should know this by now.
You know, every Friday uploads.
Shorts. They all get uploaded within the week as well.
Shorts.
That'll be on the schedule of the editor.
All of
Let
that.
them know. Anything else to say?
Nah.
Been your boy, Instance.
Been your boy, it's your boy, Wham.
Actually, you have to say it twice. Actually,
I don't know. Yeah, crazy. Wow. It's been your boy, Wham, I should have just said.
Instance. Peace.
Oh, wait. Hey, I'm keeping this in. Thumbnail. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Shut up, bro. Hey, you might get to watch this. Behind the scenes, blooper edits.
Behind the scenes. Ooh, second channel idea.
Hey, yo, let's see it, Yo, Aden. In a bit, guys. Peace.